Yes, Phil, I'm really looking forward to it. So one man who's always in these finals, it seems, Judd Trump, against this man, one here. This is a very difficult shot. But I do think, though,
when Selby pipped him to the title. So what do you make of the Prix?
You just don't want Jack to get carried away by the point.
Well, he's missed 3.
1.
I also... You don't fix anything that isn't broken. Although that was not...
Oh, that's wonderful. May not have looked a lot, but he cued it so crisp.
Their predecessors.
30. $21.
Again, he just...
29.
Well, look at where the balls are now, and he's worked.
$34. $37.
Well, that's it. Jack is spending a lot to keep concentrating. I remember John Spencer in his book, he said that my best way of concentrating...
First ranking title. He was denied by Robertson, who at the end of the match had mixed feelings. Don't know what's inside Trump's head, Neil, but I think he's just an absolute...
Own issues going on here. I mean, Judd was beaten in a pretty heartbreaking UK. You know, he'll be feeling that. He's lost a couple of finals. Difficult to accept. So he's got to try and get back to winning ways. Well, he started clearly very well here.
64.
Both of these two products of the West Country.
70.
The man who makes so many centuries.
75. One.
The frame is essentially over.
Four.
So this time he concedes just a few pots. Was all that was necessary to get that arm going. At least he thinks.
Well, in this case, Judd can get to the red when it drifts up. It's often obscured by one of the bolt colours. That's better. Nice striking.
Six.
And the first new winner since Michael Holt won the shootout.
40.
Which seems to help him get through the ball, and he really does get through the ball quite delightfully. There's an example, and that is how to play. Easy.
30.
Well done.
38.
Yeah, very well done, but the cue ball. Well, he hit it pretty well, didn't he?
Jack Lisowski.
Hit
38.
it
Ball uncomfortably close to the side cushion. But Lisowski's cue ball was welded.
Seven.
His opponent's mistakes. That hurts them.
50.
Well, clearly the pink, when put back on the table, will not go.
$22.
Well, that's very
Good
unexpected.
trump.
Well, at least the other part of the shot was played well. Point is, it's all very well, but he had no control of any of those reds there. There must have been a better shot than that somewhere. Pot.
1.
That you could really do with taking this frame, applying
8.
pressure.
$50.
Yes, a little flick on the red has made the neck.
You're absolutely right, Neil.
1.
Well, this is his third chance in the frame, I suspect.
$60. 19. $23.
Oh, this is how you like frame ball. In the frame which won in the match against Mark Selby, he's got it
28.
under pressure.
34.
Indeed he has. Lisowski equalises. Judd Trump had two opportunities. Both were wasted. 1-1. But Trump is not accustomed to squandering opportunities.
Interesting what Jack did there,
Foul.
actually.
And a miss. Judd Trump 4.
He won the 3 strikes and out rule. I don't think will apply here. And he tried a shot there. I don't think that's all. He played it with left-hand check, but so slowly that by the time... The shot's not on, is it?
Foul. And a miss.
Playing the two-cushion glance now.
Foul. And miss. Judd trump 4.
Snooker tour. It's proving
Foul.
very profitable.
Judd trump 6.
Just the thin edge of it is what he's looking for. Oh, goodness me. That looked like it was a replay of the last shot.
Judd trump 6.
Well, that's good job that's over.
One.
No, I think
9.
Yeah. The misrule isn't perfect.
well, surely he's not on the black, is he?
Judd trump 15.
To the possibility of a mid-range red. Decided to play safe and made a real hash of it.
It's one thing when your opponent puts you in trouble, you accept it better than that. That was a sloppy one.
Very un-Trump-like.
Seven. $13.
Ranking title. That's the main thing, but so much else.
21.
He looks a bit shy of pace.
Jack Lisowski 28.
But it hasn't cost him anything.
One.
Well,
That was Lisowski 6.
if you're going to miss that shot, it's going to be...
One.
But these top players do give you a chance, but they don't give you...
7. $14.
That was tremendous. Great cueing.
20.
And let me tell you, Neil Foulds is well qualified too.
He makes the ball sing, doesn't he? Look at this shot again. Green was away from the spot, which helped.
Judd trump 25. One.
Limits what you can achieve. Might be thinking of playing the double here to the right middle.
Lisowski.
And now, either pink or black would do.
1.
Pretty good shot, wasn't it? I don't think if firing snookers.
Judd trump. 8.
This
Foul.
pink first. Brendan
trump
Moore was
6.
correct to call the foul.
Jack can only win with a free ball on the last red. I don't think he's got any chance on the colours only of getting the penalties. It's not easy to give him levels. He's a world number 1. That is effectively how this frame has gone.
Ryan Day won a frame in the semi-final against Marco Fu, having needed 4 snookers. They won in very unlikely fashion.
Sure, are you pleased that you've picked up on that, Ashley? Delighted to hear that he's got that wrong. Didn't think there would be a long frame, but this one is coming to a conclusion.
It's been...
Ten.
And apart from his crisp 75 break in the first frame,
10.
Trump won't be overly enthused by the way he's playing, but he'll be happy to be 2 on ahead. Jack Lisowski just wants to get on that ladder.
One. Four.
So, the angle. As you saw, a lot is to luck. Well, that is a brilliant piece of cueing. Thought we might try and get the black in play here, but he decided not to. Quite happy scoring in the middle of the table on the slightly lower value colours.
Looking for his 3rd ranking title, appearing in his 5th final.
23.
The numbers are staggering.
Yeah. 29.
Right. He's wonderful at that shot. It looks like nothing to avoid those bulk colours, but you still... It's a great exponent of
35.
taking the cue ball in and out of bulk.
Great sport. Especially after the
42. $48.
Frame-winning chance. Judd has
55.
managed to make it into one without the black ever being in play. But not much stops him, does it?
$62.
that seemed a little more dramatic than it was. So now the immediate 49th of the season.
68.
8 more than the next.
Been in play, so it would make the century an even better one. Although that was like something.
$75.
This is some effort. I don't know if you played it like that. It was a wonderful result anyway. And just disturbed the red.
88.
And this will be the first time the black has been played. Judd Trump break. Cue balls travelled all around the table. A couple of exhibitions of all.
97.
As I said earlier in the frame, that's the 40.
If you've been away from snooker for a few years, showing you how he's taking snooker to the next level.
109.
It's controlled aggression. It's quite measured blading to watch him. The way that he gets that cue ball working. This has been an incredible.
A low total clearance of 122, absolutely high on quality. The best effort from Judd Trump so far, who is in command early in this World Grand Prix final. He leads Jack Lisowski 3-1.
Looked a little nervous early on. It's obviously a dynamic between the two of them, a friendship, but there was nothing really nervous about that terrific century. 122 he made in frame 4. Lisowski's highest break so far, just 30. And that's not a good start.
You feel he needs to win 3 of them to give himself a chance going into tonight. Judd has got over the sort of early frames where he might have been a little bit out of his comfort zone, playing his best. I'm getting stronger and stronger as this match goes on.
7.
Last thing, Jack.
62%, so that's been a factor as well. I think the other dynamic today, of course, the last final.
50.
Trump was in the UK here, winning another trophy.
$21.
Judd Trump made his 49th
29.
century of the 4. Of course, he went on to make 102 in total. It's a bit different this season because the tournaments are different.
36.
Go.
Judd Trump, 41.
Jack Lisowski's 4th ranking final.
1.
Yeah, it's slowly turning.
I think Lisowski himself made a good point about the head-to-head. It is close, 7. And that time he's won
4.
11 ranking titles plus the Masters. Well, it made a difference. And this is what I think Lisowski is going to have to rely on, a few
Trump, no.
unexpected errors. Just overran.
1.
Yeah, I was going to say that because now he's in a big.
Looks like Kubo just to run past these two reds. Brilliant shot.
7.
I thought in the end a couple of misses. Fantastic break in the end to win it. He did say afterwards.
30.
Taking an opportunity to try and develop something. To the right middle.
Jack Lisowski, 90. One.
That'll do nicely.
4.
We can leave to secure the frame, so he might not risk playing cannons. But
11.
just made sure the red.
So 4 snookers needed. Well, he's not done that. So a little bit of hope here. It's 2 snookers.
Yeah, it's strange when you get to that situation. You just try and secure the frame, because if he needed all the balls, he would have. I was a little bit lucky. Judd.
Yeah, it was asking to be potted really when Lisowski failed to get the snooker. Remember, Trump broke down in this frame, but Lisowski himself, he knows he needs improvements in all areas here to stay.
Nine.
And he's starting to play sort of stuff we've seen throughout the year.
12. $60.
Just the standard way to get on the blue.
21. Foul.
So it's another frame that's gone the way of the world number 1, Judd Trump. 3 to play this afternoon. 3 big frames for Jack Lisowski. Trump just threatening to run away with this. He leads the World Grand Prix final 4-1.
Well, it's going to be hard enough for Jack to get. maybe hampering the path of the cue ball. Oh, I managed to get round the back of it. Lots of right-hand side. Just play for the red next to the blue. So left corner pocket here. Oh, I thought he might have, but decided to power it round the angles.
$50.
Time. Well, he just hit
80.
that so supremely well.
Judd Trump, 80.
Lisowski can come off the side cushion. Try and nestle into them. It's gone from Trump's mind right now. He's here to win. Whatever nerves he had at the start seem to have gone.
One.
Well, nice pot, a nice knuckle. No, because that cue ball catching the knuckle might have left Trump in, but he's missed the yellow.
That Lisowski, 1.
So
One.
No.
4.
Ominous again for Jack Lisowski. And that's very early.
level today that he certainly was last night, reeling off those 4 frames against Selby
12.
so magnificently.
Yeah, and not only is he playing against the best player in the world, he's out there.
20.
Yeah.
$28. $36.
And already needs a snooker here.
$44. $51. $59.
So he'll be playing for black.
66.
It's on the right side of the table for a left-hander. It doesn't want to be straight in this yellow. You
75.
basically put the cue ball in area and play for almost 4 pockets there. But
Not to beat, but the frame is the thing that he's now,
And the frame.
of course, guaranteed a lead coming back this evening. Lisowski had his chance, he missed that yellow. Trump makes 75.
yeah, you feel Jack needs a kind of orthodox chance. You know, pink and black in the open, reds around it, you know, early in the frame. Very tough. I'm not going to say it's the wrong shot because he's natural. Yeah, that gives you a better idea how acute an angle it is. But no problem. Much easier 5-1 ahead those shots than 5. I watched the cue ball. Judd thought this was going to be perfect. I did as well. When it just sprung off the cushion, you could see the exasperation on Judd.
Judd Trump 4.
That's the thing with Jack. He plays how he plays. I don't think he...
Yeah, it was nicely played.
1.
That was a natural angle to miss everything. Played at a nice pace. Needs that cue ball to run. Needs that cue ball to run. And he's got it in. With
7.
no huge sigh of relief. You think. Yeah, nice shot.
15.
Been comments I know about how much criticism the older players dominating in recent years, but any sport relies on
22.
younger talents to come.
$30.
I don't know if that red right in the middle of the 5 pots.
38.
A cannon on that red spin, so he obviously thinks something pots to the right corner pocket. And
46.
If he can get out of this
54.
just 5-3 down, it feels like a big result.
$61.
But anyway, it doesn't matter. He's won the frame with by far his highest break of the day, 77. A crucial break from Jack Lisowski, who now trails the final. Lisowski with a chance to close, and as I say, if he gets out of this 5-3 down, it feels like a result. Just planting the seed as well in Trump's mind that four frames or 2 frames the lead for Trump coming back this evening. And as I say, if this does end up going close this evening, then, you know, he's got those...
no, how's your luck?
One.
That was just beautiful. It really was. It was quite a thin edge. As you can see, it's not easy to get from that red up to a colour.
5.
Managed it pretty, playing for that black, just above the red, just above the black, I should say. He's well short.
$11.
Managed to get in, keep it going, and then once he's got them open, he's carried on and, you know, made the centuries.
Those reds.
18.
How's your luck? Not good.
$24. $29.
So now he's on the black.
35. $43. $49.
He just does not want to. Just wonderful cueing. They're so difficult, those shots.
$57.
It's worked out okay, the angle of this red. It's not easy. Yeah, that wasn't a gimme. And wow.
For Lisowski.
1.
Differences that win you titles, you can make them. Particularly as it's the last frame of the afternoon. Trump salvage another frame from the afternoon.
$70. $25. $31.
Is always going to be in the way of getting close to the green. To get as close to the green as possible. There's not that much into that there. I don't know where they played the cannon.
40.
I'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
Jack Lisowski. 40.
He did.
Back tonight. Well, he's put the black on the cushion, which doesn't favour him. He's going to need... Well, that's got it off the cushion.
Trying to put the green on the side cushion, so the black would obviously stop it being potted. Nicely played. Kiss is what you're trying to avoid here. You got it. It was always going to be difficult to avoid that. Oh, nice kiss in the blue.
3.
And that's 6-2 for Judd.
Trump played a good safety to force that chance.
Judd Trump 3.
No, maybe.
And that's what he thinks of that. So it
Right.
is very much advantage Judd Trump then at the halfway stage of this World Grand Prix final.